The other day, I popped over to my friends for dinner.
Thank you so much for becoming a ClimateAdam patron. It really helps me make more videos about climate change.
But I didn't become a ClimateAdam patron?
Oh yeah, that's right, you didn't. Which is totally cool, but if you did want to, you could just head over to patreon.com/ClimateAdam.
Do you think this is a normal way to talk to your friends?
That's patreon.com/ClimateAdam.
So clearly this friend is pretty touchy. But it turns out he can't even take a little friendly feedback.
Oh, just to check, this soup is vegan. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm trying to cut down on...
Yes, you mentioned like 20 times, and once again, I am vegan, so yes, that is fine.
Delicious. Though, if I could just give you some friendly, destructive criticism.
Oh, please don't.
I would just say it could be a little hotter. At the moment, it tastes kind of like rubbish, warm water.
Thanks for the uninvited input.
You're welcome.
Although, actually, that raises a good question.
Seriously, it's not hard. When you're heating it up, just keep doing that, but for a bit longer.
No, I was going to ask, how do we know the same isn't true for planet Earth?
The Earth isn't on a stove.
Noted. But I mean, we always talk about global warming like it's a bad thing. But how do we know that Earth wouldn't be better off a little hotter? What's the ideal temperature for planet Earth?
Well, the first thing to say is that we talk about global warming as bad because it is bad.
But how do we know?
You see, the ideal temperature for the planet is the temperature that we've already got.
Bit circular, isn't it?
Okay, it looks like we're going to need an experiment time. Think of the Earth's climate not just as the temperature of the soup, but as the whole meal.
Okay.
I could say that the meal would be nicer over here, by the window.
Sure, why not?
The problem is that everything, the table, the chairs, everything is set up for dinner over there. Just like everything in the climate, our cities, our farms, is set up for the climate we have now. The problem is that if the climate suddenly changes, or I suddenly decide I'm sitting down over here for dinner...
No, wait.
It's a bit of a disaster.
Yes, I see your point. Because everything's set up a particular way, global warming would disrupt all that?
Exactly! Look at all this disruption.
But can't we adapt? I mean, right now I could have just moved the table and chairs. Can't we just do the equivalent for the climate? Make changes to adapt?
Sure, we can adapt a bit. But in just a century, we're looking at sea level rise inundating entire cities, entire countries. We're talking about heat waves that the human body can't handle, and weather patterns that farmers can't rely on.
Okay, so some pretty big changes then.
Some pretty massive changes to where and how humans can live. And just like with me and my soup, there just isn't time to make all the changes we need. And not wanting to downplay my own suffering here, but climate change is even worse.
But you know, the climate's changed before, and sure, that was natural then, and this time is caused by us. But the principle's the same, and it's not like the world ended then.
No one is saying that the Earth is literally gonna explode.
Keeps getting hotter and hotter.
Okay, no one is seriously saying that the world is going to explode. But past climate changes have been seriously disruptive to life on Earth, even causing mass extinctions. But what we're doing to the climate is even worse, because we're warming the climate fast, about 20 times faster than the warming after the last ice age. There just simply isn't going to be time for the natural world or human civilization to keep up.
So, because all our natural and human systems are set up for one particular climate, and because we're changing our climate so fast, the ideal temperature for the planet is more or less the temperature that we started with?
Exactly.
I swear there's an easier way to explain that.
Ugh, now the soup is way too cold.
Thanks a lot for watching, and a huge thanks to everyone who has become a ClimateAdam patron. If you would like to help me make more videos that reach more people, then do check out the link in the description. Oh, and while you're here, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, bye.